What is good, YouTube? It is your boy Jermarious Official back in here with a whole nother YouTube video. And before we even get into the subject, y'all already know I need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on them post notifications every time this boy right here drop another video. Y'all already know how we do it. Yeah, Duke Mafia, we are back. We are back with a whole nother story time. Y'all know, I know y'all be like really like messing with like my story times and stuff. So I'm finna really just go ahead and hit y'all with another little story time. We finna go on and get right on into it. So, now for this particular story time, as you can see by the title, today I'm gonna be telling y'all about the time I almost got robbed. Like, I still can't believe it to this day. Like, it's crazy, but it taught me a lot though. But y'all know I gotta give nicknames. So, we gonna call. Okay, the main person we gonna call is Jerry. Okay, so follow up. Follow up with me, and we gonna let's get into it. All right, so I'm gonna say this happened back in 2016, like the beginning of my sophomore year. So we had moved to this neighborhood. And we moved to this neighborhood. I'm not gonna disclose the neighborhood because, I mean, whatever. Yeah, we moved to this neighborhood, and we stayed kind of like in the middle of the neighborhood, like in like right in the middle. I can't explain it no more than that. Like right in the middle of the neighborhood, because like it's an apartment complex, but like we were like like I said, in the middle. So okay, so me and Jerry had met. Me and Jerry met through Facebook, and Facebook was the junk back then. So like me and Jerry cousin, we were friends. We were friends at first. I'm not even gonna disclose or give him a nickname because he's really not even a part of this story. I'm just saying where I kind of like know Jerry from a little bit. And so one day Jerry had hit me up. Now this was before I moved to the neighborhood Jerry was living in. And he was like, because I was selling the phone, matter of fact. I was selling the phone. And Jerry hit me up. He was like, yo, bro, you can sell me the phone. I give you this amount. I give you da-da-da. So I never did sell the phone. I don't even remember what happened. And so he texted me like a few days after that, and he was like, I remember you. You my cousin's homeboy. I know you used to hang with my cousin and all that stuff, blase, blase. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. I remember you a little bit too. So like we just became cool. Like we just became cool. Like we just started texting and all that stuff. Like Jerry was a cool dude. I'm gonna give him a description. Jerry was kind of tall. He had a low fade. He had kind of like brown eyes a little bit. And yeah, like he was real, like Jerry was like taller than me. So yeah, so I ended up moving to Jerry's neighborhood. Like during this time when I moved to the neighborhood, me and Jerry, we was already cool. I mean, we wasn't hanging or nothing like that. Like we'd just text each other from time to time. We'd be like, yo bro, what's up? You know, what you on? What you doing? Or this and the third. Like, or if something going on Facebook, we'll text each other. We'll be like, you seen this to happen? You seen that to happen? Like little stuff like that. So I moved to the neighborhood. And so once I moved to the neighborhood and I found out Jerry stayed in the same neighborhood, so I was like, okay, I'm already cool with him. So boom, I already got a little homeboy to stay in the neighborhood type shit. So I hit Jerry up one day and I was like, you know, I stay in the same neighborhood as you. Now I got a few stories, I ain't gonna lie. I got a few stories about Jerry that I might get into. I don't know, I'm kind of undecided. But anyway, yeah, so we you know, I'm telling Jerry, I'm like, bro, I stay in the neighborhood now. And he like, oh God. I'm like, yeah, I stay in the neighborhood now. I didn't tell him what street that I stayed on. But like Jerry stayed on 2 streets before my street. So this is where stuff kicks in. Like, so after, you know, we talking or whatever, after that, I didn't hear from Jerry no more. We wasn't talking or whatever. I mean, we were still, you know, liking each other's stuff on social media, all that stuff. So, one night, I was on the phone, and I was walking the neighborhood. This had to be about 8 o'clock, shooting on 9 o'clock, like, alright, so, and now to remind y'all, Jerry is a hothead type of nigga, like, he stayed in some, stayed in some shit. So, okay, so I'm walking, I'm talking on the phone or whatever. So, walking and talking through the neighborhood. So I get off the phone, and to remind you, I got headphones in, so I can't really hear for real. Now I'm walking, like coming down. It's this hill, this street that I'm walking down. It's like a hill, so like I'm coming down the hill, and it's like Jerry and four other dudes. They're coming like up this way, and I'm walking down this way. They're coming up that way. So as we like walking past each other like that, they stopped and they saw me, and Jerry was like, "Yo, Jermarious." And so I can't hear, because remind y'all, I told y'all I had the headphones in. I didn't notice that they were calling me until I looked over. And I seen him kind of like waving at me, trying to get my attention. And he was like, "Yo, you Jermarious, right? You Jermarious." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Jermarious." I was like, "I know who you is, Jerry. Like, what's up or whatever." And like, he was just weird or whatever. He was just kind of like moving weird. So like, we talking. And so, remind y'all, the four other dudes. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Should I give them a nickname? Okay, one of the other dudes had curly long hair. Like, he went to my high school. Matter of fact, he went to my high school. What am I gonna call? I'm gonna give him a nickname too. Okay, because it's Jerry. What am I gonna call him? I'm gonna call him light skin. I'm just call him light skin because he light skin. So light skin was like, "What's up, Jermarious?" or whatever, and I'm like, "What's up, light skin?" and this and the third. So like, we talking now. Light skin and the other dudes, like, they made this big ass circle around me. So like, now I'm looking around because like, I'm like, "What's up?" And so it was this other dark skinned dude, and he was like, "Give me everything that's in your pockets." So I looked. I said, "Huh?" He said, "Give me everything that's in your pockets." So I looked at him. I was like, "You got me fucked up." And that's exactly what I told him. I said, "You got me fucked up." So he pulled like his shirt up like this, and he had like a gun or whatever. And so I'm like, the other dude, he like pushed me or whatever. So like, I pushed him back because I'm like, you ain't finna handle me. And so they all like, up me what's in your pocket. So one of the dudes, they tried to like grab, like they tried to like go at my pocket. So like, I pushed him, and like he like pushed me back or whatever. And so he was like, and so the other light skin, he was like, "Yeah, you need to give me what's in your pocket. You need to give us what's in your pocket for shit get hectic. I said, "I ain't giving y'all shit. I ain't giving y'all nothing." So whole time, Jerry ain't doing nothing. Jerry just standing there looking. So I'm kind of looking at Jerry, and Jerry kind of looking at me, and like, he kind of looking weird. Like, he giving me this weird look or whatever. So I'm like, "Yeah, okay, I see what type of nigga you is. So the other dude, he got cause I've never seen this dude again since that night, but he was kind of, I'm gonna give him a description. He was kind of like tall a little bit too. Like he was taller than me, but he had to be like Jerry's height, I wanna say. So yeah, he like, "You got one more time, up me your shit, or stuff gonna get real," and this and that and the third. I said, "Okay, y'all ain't taking shit from me. Like, what the fuck is you saying? Like, nah, y'all ain't taking shit from me." And now that I'm looking back on it, that wasn't safe at all, because dude could have really took my life on some type shit, So I'm like, "Hell no, I ain't giving y'all shit. Like, what the fuck you mean?" And I had money, I had my phone, I had everything in my pocket. So it's just like, nah, like, So dude, he tried to go out my pocket again. So like, this time I stuck him or whatever. And like, I pushed him off me or whatever. So by this time, we're standing in the middle of the street. It's dark, it's nighttime, like I told y'all. So it's this dude that he came like from, okay, we're standing in the middle of the street, and we're standing in front of someone's house. So it was this big dude that came outside. And so like, at first, he was standing on the porch, and I guess once he figured out what was going on, he came running out there in the road. He was like, hey, what's going on? So all the niggas, they shot out, jet out running or whatever. Like, everybody shot out running or whatever. Okay. So, he was like, what happened? And I'm like, these niggas just tried to rob me, like, on some type shit, like, what the fuck? Like, and so he was like, "Do you know their name? We can get the police involved, we can do that." And in the back of my mind, I'm just like, nah, I can't do that. and I wouldn't know no scary shit, but it's just like, you know, my family lives out here, and I already told by this time Jerry already knew the street that I stayed on, so it's just like I couldn't put my family in jeopardy like that, you know, like them trying to do something to my family, or my, you know, somebody, they might send somebody breaking my house, like anything. I was thinking like anything could have possibly happened. So he was like, you know, why did they do it? Why did they not? I'm like, I don't know. So, all right, boom. I go home. I go home. So at this point, I'm calling my homeboy. I call my homeboy. Matter of fact, I called my homeboy Cedric. And that's his real name, Cedric. I called my homeboy Cedric. I was like, tell me why the fuck I just tried to get robbed or whatever. And he was like, oh God, like, are you okay? Like, are you good? Like, what's And so I'm like, yes, like, these niggas tried to rob me, and one of them go to our school. So Cedric was like, okay, bet. We gonna point, he was like, you gonna point their ass out tomorrow, and shit gonna get hectic. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So later on, I didn't hear nothing else from Jerry. I didn't hear shit else from Jerry. Now I was the whole night that it happened, I'm thrown, because it's just like, huh? Like, where did all that come from? Like, you know, I was just so thrown, because I was like, okay, damn, you did all this, and every other day you in my inbox, bro, this, bro, that, bro, this, bro, that. Bro, we should hang one day, bro, we should this, we should that, we should this, we should this, we should that, we should this, we should that. But you done tried to rob me. Like, come on now. And during that time, everybody and their mama had the iPhone 5C. So, yeah, like I said, boom, the next day come, and days after that, Jerry ended up texting me on Messenger. And he was like, yo, he texted me, he was like, yo. So I replied back, and I'm like, so I texted him back, I said, the fuck, question mark. And he was like, I'm sorry about what happened. I wasn't in my right mind. I was off of a drug and this and that and the third. You know, that ain't me. You know, we better than that. And I'm just like, nah, bro, I'm straight off you. Cause like, yeah, now I'm trying to get you touched now. Cause like, you done disrespecting me like all the way around. Like, all the way around. Yeah, so he's like, please don't file no police report on me. I do anything you want. I do anything you want. I even do something that, you know, I ain't never did before, as long as you don't tell nobody.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Like, just don't say nothing. On God, I was off a drug. You know. And I'm like, do something that you never did before if you ain't never, as long as I don't tell nobody. I'm like, yeah, you're that homeboy, you're that, you that. I said, oh, so you're one of them, you are one of them. So I'm like, yeah, like, nah, I'm straight on it, cause like, yeah, like, what the fuck, like, all that whole situation was weird. So like, I'm not, yeah, I ain't going for none of that. So yeah, so I blocked him, boom, didn't hear from him again, and I pointed my homeboy out to light skin that was at school. And so when I seen light skin at school, he was just like turning his head type shit, like making sure that we didn't make eye contact, even though nigga I'd already seen you. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, that was that. And I had a few more encounters with Jerry a few years after that. If y'all want that, make sure y'all put in the description box down below, and be sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Turn your bell on every time you will post another video. Like, y'all know that. And if you're not changing, you are not elevating. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace.